Hello again, St. Paul UMC. I am Morgan Byers, one of the ConEd 2 interns from the Candler School of Theology for this year, and I want to welcome you now to a time of weekly devotion. We recently began our series called Unraveled, focusing on stories in the Bible where God unravels things like impossible situations or our preconceptions about who God is in order to bring us to a new understanding about who God actually is and how God works in the world. And as we enter into this focus on unraveling, I want to use this time of devotion to consider how the process of unraveling can be a holy process. Because at first glance, unraveling really seems like a painful experience, and it's one that we would rather avoid. I know I would certainly rather avoid it. And how God should work as we go through the process of finding out how God actually does work. And to dissuade our devotion to that process, I want to turn our attention to one of the great contemplative theologians of the medieval era, Pseudo-Dionysius. We call this theologian Pseudo-Dionysius because he isn't actually Dionysius, but he's borrowing the name from the book of Acts. The real Dionysius was an Athenian who converted to Christianity through Paul's preaching, and Pseudo-Dionysius uses this name because he uses Greek philosophical concepts to explain the Christian life. But we'll be looking at and talking about today is an instance where Pseudo-Dionysius offers another story of unraveling, that of Moses ascending Mount Sinai and entering the cloud of God's Shekinah glory. To enter God's glory to Pseudo-Dionysius is to enter utter darkness, a place where we see and understand nothing. It's a place where we become unraveled. Yet to ascend to the top of the mountain takes us to God's very presence, where we enter a new understanding. To enter the darkness means to leave aside our notions of God, to let them become unraveled, until all that we have left is God's very presence. So, with that aim in mind, I want to conclude this time of devotion with a prayer written by Pseudo-Dionysius. O Trinity, beyond being, beyond divinity, beyond goodness, and guide of Christians in divine wisdom, direct us to the mystical summits more than unknown and beyond light. There, the simple, absolved, and unchanged mysteries of theology lie hidden in the darkness beyond light of the hidden mystical silence. It is my hope that we become unraveled till we reach that mystical summit together and commune with God. May it be so. Amen.